Hello SLTeachMeet Cambridge, I'm sorry I can't be with you in person this evening, but I'm pleased to be able to speak to you for 3 minutes on the subject of 5 tips for managing workload from an SLT perspective. My name's Jill Berry and I tweet at JillBerry102. Tip 1 is to try not to beat yourself up about workload. It's very difficult, some would say impossible, to get the balance between work and the rest of your life right. Do your best, don't be too hard on yourself. We can tend to be very self-critical, but guilt, as I say, is an overrated emotion. Just do your best and accept that you are doing your best. Tip 2 is perhaps controversial, but I really do think that we are in control of what we do and how long we spend on it. I don't think we're always driven by the expectations of others. So I would say, very much growth mindset, take control, accept that you are making choices and decisions all the time about what you do and how long you spend on it. And if you're not happy with how that's going, you can do it differently. And in order to do it differently, you have to examine your priorities. Think about what you do and again the time you spend on it. You need to do something well enough so that if it impacts on someone else, students, staff, you're not causing stress and anxiety further down the line. But there are some of the things that you do that you could perhaps spend less time on, and actually it would still be absolutely fine. Know when good enough is good enough, and in my opinion, consistently good is outstanding. Don't be a perfectionist, or try not to be. And tip 4 is about knowing yourself, and if you know you do have perfectionist tendencies, you have to do everything in your power to get a grip on them, because it's not always healthy and it doesn't always make you effective. Know when you're too tired to do a job as well as you want to do it, and then you have to stop, rest and refresh, go back to it later. And tip 5 is about making the most of holidays. We know we do have to do some work in holidays. We often need to catch up from the term or half term before, we need to prepare for the term or half term ahead. But you need to be able to carve out some time where you really don't think about work. And that may mean stepping away from the Twitter, stepping away from the school email and not constantly checking it. Have times when you are really trying to relax and not think about work at all. I know it's hard, I know it's tough, but do your best. So this is me. Please do keep in touch. Follow me on Twitter. Email me if you want to, if you have any questions to ask. If you want to take issue with anything I've said, that's absolutely fine too. I know this is a difficult area, it's a sensitive area, and it's a constant battle, but you need to raise your awareness of protecting yourself so that you're working effectively, and you also need to try and help other people get their workload management right too. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of the Teach Meet.